Good morning, everyone. Continuing in Merging with Śiva with Chapter 27, the Sub of the Subconscious Mind, drawn from the Master Course 1967 and some audio tapes from 1970. Resolution in dreams. Through the powers of meditation, one can straighten out a few of the subconscious mind's predominant misprogrammings that cause tendencies that make us act in certain ways. The subconscious mind can be understood consciously when the thoughts which created this sub are traced. These will usually be found when the conscious mind is at its lowest ebb. When resting, it is possible to study the sub of the subconscious mind with ease. The body is relaxed and the conscious mind has loosened its hold on external objects. When study has commenced, trace through the thought pictures consciously without disturbing the overall picture. Take into consideration the fact that all thought stems from a series of influences within the ego. These influences take form and shape in thought. When you manifest pictures before you, trace them to their conception by holding the consciousness lightly over the mind, blotting out all distractions that may creep into the mind in an effort to disturb your consciousness. Take your findings, wherever they may be, and consciously think them through until all doubts have been dispelled. You will then find that through your conscious effort, the sub of the subconscious mind has been understood consciously as well as subconsciously. Oh, that's the key there for this approach. In the last part there, when you manifest pictures before you, trace them to their conception by holding the consciousness lightly over the mind, blotting out all distractions that may creep into the mind in an effort to disturb your consciousness. In other words, this is not an intense analytical mental activity. We're trying to lightly use the mind. Only in that approach would you actually find the source of where the thoughts are coming from. And the text. Generally, this process occurs automatically. We resolve the obstacle in the dream state. When we meditate deeply before sleep, we pass through the dream world and enter superconsciousness. From here, the work is done on the subconscious mind. Should we try to remember these dreams or analyze them and meditate at the same time, we would re-impress them again in the subconscious and strengthen these same patterns and tendencies. So we'd recreate it all. When we have had a long series of peculiar dreams, often this is the subconscious working out these habit patterns and tendencies and throwing them back into the subconscious to be programmed beautifully and correctly. To clear the subconscious of uncomfortable happenings, especially if you are living a good religious life and performing regular sadhana, you can simply command it to clear itself. It will do so during the in-between dream state that you have experienced just before awakening. Therefore, the advice is, when you are going through your first stages of unfoldment, clarifying and reprogramming the sub of the subconscious mind, do not analyze your dreams. That's going to recreate it all. You managed to get rid of it when you were asleep, and then you managed to recreate it by thinking about it again. And lesson 187, not analyzing your dreams. When the ego functions in subconscious or subsubconscious dream states, situations are created. These situations, remembered while in a conscious state termed awake, will create on the conscious plane similar happenings. Here again we have a manifestation of the subsubconscious mind in the dream. It is apparent that we dream things that we could not have possibly thought up. Such dreams are a conglomeration of seemingly unrelated happenings that pass through the mind. The unrelated happenings do, however, re-impress the subconscious and conscious mind if remembered, and in turn impress the subconscious again, and similar happenings are created in our everyday life. This perhaps is hard to believe, but as each of us thinks back over our life, we can pick instances where this rings true. To change this picture, use the power of the subconscious mind to clear its sub and release within you the full abundance you were born to live. When using the subconscious mind and manifesting control over this situation, take into consideration that it is not able to eradicate the vibration, but during sleep your subconscious will make it possible for you to continue working out the rate of vibration created while in the dream state and remembered while awake. Simply tell your subconscious mind, while you are in the process of remembering a dream, to work out the remaining particles of that experience during sleep, rather than recreating it on the physical plane. Commentary. There is a tendency to try to work out mental concerns from dreams by thinking them through after you wake up. Gurudev is saying, for this type of concern, if you were to do that, then you could actually attract to you unwanted experiences in the world. Therefore, command the subconscious to work it out when asleep and forget about it. Back to the text. When awakening after having had some bad dreams, say to yourself, great. I must have really started reprogramming the sub of the subconscious mind last night. I certainly should be feeling more positive with a stronger will in a day or two. The key is to forget about your dreams as soon as you awaken if you are practicing attention, concentration, and meditation. When the ego wakes up from sleep, the physical body should immediately be put into action. To go back into the state of sleep immediately, after naturally becoming conscious, causes the 5 positive currents to be unconventionally depolarized. The ego passes into the subconscious regions. My comment. If you wake up, say, half an hour before your alarm is set, it is best just to get up. If you wake up at midnight, then it is good to sit up and meditate for a few minutes before going back to sleep. This will help you avoid subconscious dreams. So, in other words, when you wake up, you just don't want to roll over and continue, because you can end up in the subconscious. So either get up if it's close to get up time, or meditate for a while. The 5 currents, the 5 positive currents, remind us what they are. Prana in the human body moves in the pranamaya kosha as 5 primary life currents known as vayus, vital airs or winds. These are prana, outgoing breath, apana, incoming breath, vyana, retained breath, udana, ascending breath, and samana, equalizing breath. So that's what we chant when we do the food offering, the monks, pranaya swaha, apanaya swaha. So we're chanting the name of the 5 currents. Each governs crucial body functions, and all body energies are modifications of these. And that's where we're stopping. Thank you very much.